Hey YouTube, Potato here. Welcome to a channel first. Today we're going to do something a little fun. We're going to do a little bit of Potatoes commentary. Now, before we begin, a little bit of a channel update. We are really grateful for everyone who is not only still watching, but commenting, liking. We really appreciate your interaction. And we put a lot of effort into not only our gameplay, but editing these videos between all the things that we've got going on in our lives. For example, I'm an MBA student now, so things have progressed very well on the other side of things, thankfully. With that being said, today with DCS, we are happy to announce that we're still waiting for our F4 Phantom after we bought it 2 months ago. We negligently decided it was a good idea to buy the Chinook, and oh my goodness, did everybody see the Kiowa news? At the end of June, guaranteed, we will be flying it. That's awesome. So we've got Afghanistan and we've got Kiowas with Apaches and Hellfires. And just to update everybody on the breakfast club right now, we've got bacon and potato. We've got our boy Mango, we've got Mellon, we've got Naked Berry, we've got a few others. So shout out to the fam, really appreciate y'all. We've been playing with Mellon some Enigmas, and today I want to go over some footage that we've been recording since, I want to say, early to mid-April. I'm looking at the timestamps here. They're all kind of saying right around like mid-April, honestly. But yeah, so today we are going to be flying the Mig-21 Bis. Man, raise your hand if you have this module. You know, unfortunately, it's not very many. And I don't know why. This thing is so good. I just have no expression in my words to encourage you more than this specific sentence. Get it. All right? If you have the ability to pay for a more expensive module and then during a sale you can find your way to shimmy some miles into getting a further discount off of the Mig-21 Bis, please do yourself a favor and learn how to fly this aircraft. I think that Mellon, Bacon, and I have had so much fun with all of the different modules. Of course, me being a Harrier fanboy and, you know, us enjoying a little bit more of a modern preset. Going back into this era of flight has been really fun. I mean, Enigma recently said it, and I think I have to agree, Gen 2 greater than Gen 4. And it's not in a realistic sense. I would never want to bring a Gen 2 fighter into a Gen 4 dogfight. It's in the DCS sense, right? In our study sim, we make the video game with the servers, and the server that Enigma's provided, man, it makes the Gen 2 so fun and so valuable. It's something as small as a little radar that has IFF capabilities, your flashlight in the dark now. You know, something as huge as a compass the size of a dinner plate becomes extremely vital when you're looking behind canopies and cockpits and whatever the heck the Russians decided to call this thing. Well, anyways, the fish bed. You know, it's really good. I have no complaints for it. The R3s suck, you know, all the variants of them, so you're kind of limited there, but the air to ground is immaculate, and that's what we're going to cover today, is the air to ground. Now, many people do air to ground in the Mig-21, and it's such a shame because it's not only easy, it's hilariously fun. And what Bacon, Mellon, and I have been doing is airfield raids on Enigma's server as Red. And today we're going to look at a few clips regarding not only how we set these up, but also like our run-in and the anticipation and what we're thinking and how and why we're thinking it. So in this first clip here, we are in Syria, and we are taking off we are in the north, and we're taking off to hit the blue, in the south. And one of our, initial things that we like to do is set everybody up on the lineup on the ramp, Once we get on the runway, you know, we all line up in this little formation and we all just do a little accountability check. The MiG-21, again, is really analog. There's a couple of things that are kind of funny and weird with it. The flaps and the landing gear lock being included. Mellon is a fantastic fan of forgetting to unlock his landing gear lever. So we like to just make sure everybody has a nice double check of what they've got. Make sure everybody's got their weapons, everybody's got their PLAAF sky blue skin on. If you see the sky blue boys on Enigmas, you probably know who it is. Come say hi. Don't be afraid. We like chatting with y'all. It's been fun. But yeah, after that, the other importance for this initial lineup is line of sight. All right, you can easily lose an aircraft. We're sky blue. Look up. I mean, match my cockpit to the exterior and then match that to the color of the sky. It's pretty close. It's very close. It's easy to lose somebody. Thank God the MiG-21 spills about a quarter mile of oil behind it when it flies at mil power, so it's not too hard. And IFF does come into play, but you know, we all use jamming pods too, so you just follow the giant jamming signal when in doubt. But it's really easy to lose people, especially how fast we're going and how small these aircraft are, so, and how terrible the visibility really is. I mean, Jesus. Russia, why? Beside the point, I am a fan of my bubble canopies. Thank you very much. But as we're taking off here, we're just making sure everybody's got gears, flaps up, everybody's ready to go into mil power. We're all going to try and keep together. 500 knots is when we cut off the gates, and we're going to turn directly south, 180, right-hand turn here. And everybody is going to get a chance to kind of form up, line on abreast. We think we do an echelon right, or we do a trail here. And we're going to roll into target. This setup is going to be mimicked and mirrored through all of the different examples that we'll see. We've had some fun ones, and I think that the most important one that we'll see in the lesson that we can learn from it at the end, it'll be like snowy, so you'll kind of like know when to kind of look out for that. But as we run into the target, we'll check back in, and we'll go over our thought process as to, after we're on our IP and we're all together, what are we doing to strategize how to attack this airfield. Again, just to recap, this video is going to talk about how the Breakfast Club has been handling the air-to-ground game with Enigma. We'll check back in soon.
Yes, he's on your 6 now.
Welcome back, everybody. We have reached our IP and we're all together. I wanted to touch upon that strategy that we're thinking of right now. First of all, I've muted my microphone in-game, so you hear Mellon and you hear Bacon, but you won't hear me because, unfortunately, my microphone had a problem with it stuttering really, really hard during this time. So, you know, for that, I do apologize. The other clips that you'll see later in the video, it will not have that issue, thankfully. It's just these first couple of desert clips. I believe there might even be a greener Caucasus clip with that. We'll see. You'll see kind of later on as you progress through the video. But yeah, absolutely. What we're doing right now is we're discussing our strategy. Now, what do I mean by that? You got an airfield. You got an airfield that you know has at least a SHORAD, short-range air defense system on it, all right? We're not just talking about radar-guided, anti-air, Shilka, ZSU-23. Oh, no, no, no. We're talking about, like, SA-1. We're talking about a TOR system, potentially. I'm talking about IGLAs and man-pads, not just vehicles, but infantry with stingers on them, too. This is not a friendly place that you are going to want to fly over without some sort of top cover. What we do is we split our team of 3 into sections. We do a high-low, which means we have one individual go on a high profile, above 5,000 feet, above 2,000 meters-ish, is what we try to gain. And then we have 2 individuals go low, which means we wait for the SPAA to hit the high target or start to lock on and engage and shoot at the high target. And as they're distracted or as they're engaging the high target, the 2 low targets pop up and we're able to hit our targets and roll in with little contention. The way that we do this is our high target, or our person who is going to fly the high profile will have some sort of standoff weapon, not necessarily some sort of a balut that we're dropping here. Just as a preference, all the bombs that you'll see in this drop right here are
Fab 500, Bravo Fab 500s with the Balutes, and the inner pylons happen to be the British Runway concrete piercing bombs. Thanks, Britain. You'll see what we're able to do with those in a few seconds here, but one of the things we wanted to emphasize is the loadout that we choose before we take off reflects how we're going to fly this profile. So Mellon loves the high profile. He loves to get shot at first because, thankfully he's on our team. All right, that's what I'm saying. But he flies the high profile, he gets engaged, and then Bacon and I are able to come in low and shack the runway on the left and the right-hand side. As you continue through the pop profile, one of the important things that you want to keep in mind regarding this flight profile is if you're flying low, you need to be as low as possible. You need to be lower than where the AA can engage you. I've definitely flown like a couple 100 feet above the ground, not nap of the earth, like a little more, maybe even like 1,000 feet above the ground. They will shoot at you first if you're not close. I mean, you don't want them to take you as a priority target. That's the whole objective. Sometimes they will shoot at you through trees, through the maps, through buildings, like it happens. But the objective is to get the actual danger, the man-pad danger out of the way. You can dodge a Shilka, kinda. It's hard, very, very hard to dodge a Stinger, if I'm being honest. When you're really close, even if you're flaring, it's just you're afterburning. Like there's a lot of factors that are not in your favor when you're over that runway. Also, Mig-21, level wings when you drop your bombs. Otherwise, your bombs will reflect, the path on which you're lobbing them. So as you see here, the lower profile is much easier to utilize those balutes, as it means to slow the bombs down and not hit us, not kill us as we kind of drop in past them. This is also the third or the tertiary reason for why you need to utilize a runway attack as a time on target attack, which means you choose a specific time or you choose a specific reference and you all attack the target at the same time or the same time frame, meaning there's not one friend that's too far ahead or too far behind. And this is really important because if you're dropping bombs and you have two people going low, what happens to the rear guy if he's a few seconds behind? That sucks. All right, you don't want to do that. And this is like, sometimes this is why it's really dangerous to fly trail. And that's why they fly echelon during this, or they'll attack, like one will attack the runway, one will attack the taxiway. Maybe there's some vehicles on the ramp or, something, right? In our case, we're trying to disable this runway. Our objective is purely to get rid of this runway. And my life doesn't matter. It's a video game. I can respawn. So we're going to be hella risky. We're going to try and roll in 1-2, and try and get those bombs off and not kill each other. So that's the objective. As you see, we roll into this first guy. Oh my goodness. This runway was a doozy here. All right, you see us pop up. You see us get really close to the ground. The AA starts engaging Mellon right away. And it's just so convenient for us to just slip right around all of that danger. And you notice as we have the runway come up in sight, like 300, 400 feet in front of us, like boom, you see that F-86 taxiing on the runway. And I don't know if you saw that pipper for just like maybe a second or two, but that pipper represents a rough estimate of where your bomb's going to drop. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going like, what is that, like 1.4? Jesus, no, 1.15, not 1.4, LOL. But still, I'm going fast. This is over 1,000 kilometers an hour. This is crazy. So I know that the bombs are going to drop way far in front of the nose, and I'm really kind of aiming at the space underneath my gun camera, not necessarily at the fishnet, because the fixed net, is it's just kind of in the way, if I'm being honest. I should probably just turn it off for this scenario, but regardless, we pickled it. You can see the balutes deploy beautifully, and they all blow his ass up. So I think they landed about 10 feet in front of him, if I'm being honest. I thought at the time that I put it right in his lap. I might have. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But I think that I missed him by about 10 feet. But they're 500-pound bombs, so he's done. As you see, we're rolling out of the target. This is the danger we're in. I mean, man pads are on the north and the south end of this runway. We're rolling in from the north. Here we are turning out, and our turnout is hot. son, and I am screaming. I'm like, woo, F-86, baby! Like, this is crazy. Like, and we're communicating what's going on. Let's rewind it a little bit here. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happened. Boom. Okay, we pickle the bomb. All right, pickle the bomb. You can see the balut deploy. You can see the bombs land, deploy, explode. You see the shilka rounds come out. I want you to pay attention to the rear view mirror right now. Boom, right now. Rear view mirror. What do you see? What is that? Could I be out of flares and that be what I think it is? And I see it right about here. Okay. I want you to just notice my throttle. It doesn't move, and I just roll right over and somehow survive. All right? DCS is a game of luck, and we were very lucky to have been on target, to have been on time, to have had a player start up in his F-86, load up, get ready to go, begin rolling, be on the ramp when we're on the roll-up, be on the runway when we're on the attack, and to be exactly there when I'm able to drop my bombs. That's luck. And then we're able to double it up with turning away to not only see it on camera, all right, with my eyes, but then see this. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm a potato, all right? Sometimes my days are not as lucky as the bacon. But today, I think I used a few lives, all right, in a row. Anyways, thanks everybody for today's commentary. Potato's commentary will continue. Let me know what you think. There will be more air-to-ground analysis in the future. Stay tuned, stay frosty. Any questions, comments, or concerns about Enigma's Cold War or the Mig-21 Bis, let us know. I mean, we're here to help spread the knowledge, all right? We don't want to gatekeep anything. Last but not least, we know that there are certain modules that we're really excited to learn. Give us some time, and hopefully we can come out with some cool videos to showcase how a Rio or a Wizzo in the F4 Phantom can operate with the pilot outside of the new Jester 2. We're really excited to learn the new systems. This is a jet that we have been just dying to fight the Mig-21 with. And the reason why I bring this up is in order for you to know how to beat your opponent, you need to know how to fly your opponent, you know, and that goes both ways. Learn how to fly the Mig-21 so you can beat it. Learn how to fly the F4 Phantom, the F5E, learn how to fly the F-86, learn how to fly all of these aircraft. If you can in a trial, this game is expensive. I'm not trying to downplay that aspect, but you know, like the way that we see it is if you get the value that you seek out of this module, then it could be worth it for you. So just think about that, and we hope everybody is doing well. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, tell us what you think about what you learned today regarding the Mig-21, regarding high-low level time on target bombing, regarding what Red can do with this module in Enigma Cold War. Thanks everybody. Again, this was Potato, and have a great day. Bye.
Буран, я север. Нужна колонка, есть колонка. Я тебя понял с колонки.